Hello, this is a guide from my Dark Effigy Essence Drain Contagion Lich. As you can see, it has wildly superior single target compared to most other Essence Drain builds, fantastic clear, maximum levels of fun by melting away hordes of mobs, and in this video I will go over the build mechanics, gear, gems, and finally the passive tree, and then finish off with some tips on how to play the build, as well as how to tailor to your playstyle. So let's get right into it. So starting off, I'll first hover over each piece of gear in case anybody wants to immediately copy it, and then afterwards I will go in and explain each piece and how they work together. So starting off with our wand here, you can see that mine has a failed fracture on it, just go ahead and ignore that. Most important stats here are going to be the plus to level of all chaos spell skills. All spell skills works as well, followed by increased cast speed, and then followed by increased chaos damage or spell damage. For our helmet here, we have an at series disdain. It's just the best helmet for a Lich. You just put it on every Lich all the time. That's what you use. Our focus here has a +2 level of all spell skills, followed by cast speed. A lot of things you can do with the prefixes here. You can get increased spell damage, increased chaos damage, or a lot of energy shield. And on your suffixes, you can look for a little bit of res if you can fit it in. For the amulet here, we have a +3 all spells amulet. Fractured this one, luckily, and also on the amulet, you need at least 24 spirit to have clarity on top of our gem setup. In addition to that, you can get any energy shield, stats, res, mana regen. Chest piece here, you just want a big ES chest piece. You're going to want a flowing raiment or another base, preferably the one that has increased mana regeneration rate, but the one that is increased energy shield recharge is also good. Just big energy shield, stats, and res. For our ring here, again, a successful fracture on the cast speed, although this ring is really bad. You just want cast speed, preferably on a cast speed base, maximum life, resistances, some mana is okay, mana regen is okay as well. And same thing for both rings. Both of these rings are really, really bad, but that's what you want. For our gloves here, you want increased maximum life, increased energy shield, stats, res, and that's going to be the same thing for our belt and boots. But on the belt here, we have a really nice belt. Got really lucky crafting this. Just resistances, life, mana. And then on the boots, the most important stat by far is going to be your movement speed, so just get the most movement speed you can afford. On top of that, you want energy shield and resistances, or intelligence or stats. And for our offhand weapon, we have a chiming staff for the Sigil of Power, preferably one that has plus level of all spell skills on there to increase the level of the Sigil of Power. And for our charm, we're using Nascent Hope. Next up, I'm going to go over our jewels here. Lots of good stats you can look for here, but the most important one, in my opinion, is going to be the increased effect of Withered. You want to look for a total of 40% or greater increased effect of Withered in total across all of your jewel sockets. This stat only functions, though, in increments of 20%. That is because Withered is 5% increased chaos damage taken per stack. So if you get 20%, that will equal 1% increased chaos damage taken per stack. Numbers in Path of Exile always round down, so if you have 19%, you're not going to reach that whole number of 1% increased chaos damage taken for Withered, and it will essentially be nothing. And same thing if you have 39% increased effective Withered, it will round down to that 1%. So make sure you hit that 40% increased effective Withered threshold, which is helped a lot by the fact that this jewel socket on our Ascendancy here gives us 100% increased effect of the socketed jewel. Other stats that you're looking for are going to be increased maximum energy shield. You want that on basically everything, but you can also look for increased spell damage, increased chaos damage, increased mana regeneration rate. I have found I need a lot of, so I have a lot of that on my jewels. Gain additional stun threshold is really nice. Other than that, one jewel with recover mana on kill is very nice. Faster start of energy shield recharge. Cast speed. Do not get volatility on kill. This thing is very troll. Don't do that. And increased skill effect duration is very nice as well. Next up, I will go over our gem setup here. These are listed from left to right in order of importance. Starting off with Dark Effigy, we have Overabundance, Controlled Destruction, Arcane Tempo, and Venom, and Ancestral Urgency, with an option to swap in Ironwood or Concentrated Effect for bossing. Talk briefly about Extraction here. Under no circumstances should you ever put Extraction in your Dark Effigy. I will roll a clip now showing why. When you put this on your gem, it says supported skills sacrifice 10% of life on use. This will count for each time Dark Effigy casts its ability, which will kill your totem instantly. Do not use it. Essence Drain with Swift Affliction, Chain, Considered Casting, Chaos Mastery, and Derange, with an option to swap in Zenith over Derange if you are casting Essence Drain first. Contagion with Unleash, Magnified Effect, Intense Agony, and Chaotic Freeze, with an option to swap in Hinder over either Chaotic Freeze or Intense Agony. Despair with Decaying Hex, Cursed Ground, and Heightened Curse, with options for Inspiration and Focused Curse over Cursed Ground if you would like. Withering Presence with Persistence and Clarity. Convalescence with Ingenuity and Mysticism. This is optional and you don't have to run this, it's not great, but if you have enough spirit on your amulet to cover it, you can add that in. Blasphemy with Temporal Chains, Ritualistic Curse, and Encumbrance. Blink with Second Wind, and Bone Storm with Life Tap, Exploit Weakness, and Perpetual Charge. We use this because if you die in a map, you can buy the helmet Visage of Ayah, put it on, and then charge your Bone Storm. I don't have enough health right now to use it, or use some health. And then you can use this to put yourself on low life, to synergize with some of our passive tree skills, which I will go over in a moment. As for our weapon sets here, we have Dark Effigy on weapon set 1, Essence Drain on weapon set 1, Contagion on weapon set 1, Despair on weapon set 2, Withering Presence on weapon set 1, Convalescence on weapon set 1, Blasphemy on 1 and 2, and Blink set to weapon set 2, and Bone Storm on both. Next up is the passive tree, which I'll do a quick overview on first, and then an explanation after. Starting off, we are doing Soulless Form into Eternal Life, then Eldritch Empowerment, and finally the Jewel Socket. Our tree just comes up here, grabbing a lot of Chaos stuff, an Energy Shield, Cast Speed, some Totem Nodes, Skill Effect Duration. As for our weapon set passives, I am highlighting them here. My character is currently level 93, so this is assuming you're level 93. But these red lines here are for your first weapon set. Some on these nodes on Essence Infusion and Potent Incantation. At the top here for the Dark Entries and for Pure Chaos and Wither Away. Finally, Preservation. And these nodes down here ending up on this one as well, which you'll extend with just a regular passive point. As for the second weapon set passives, we have the Zone of Control, Hindered Capabilities, Master of Hexes, Lingering Whispers, and a couple Energy Shield nodes down here, as well as a couple Energy Shield nodes up here as well. Just a few quick notes about the passive tree here. This wheel may look a little weird, it is a little weird, but it's really just for the area of effect to help spread contagion a little more. Same with this one here. And on a lot of these extra energy shield nodes, like Essence Infusion and Convalescence, you can kind of balance that out depending on how much faster sort of energy shield recharge rate you have and how much recharge rate you have. You may find that taking some other nodes like Quick Response down here will be nice, or Eldritch Will for additional stun threshold, stuff like that. So just tailor that to what you have. Next up, I will go over how to play the character. So in the single target rotation, you're going to start off with Sigil of Power, Despair, 2 Dark Effigy totems, Contagion, and then Essence Drain. And then all you do is maintain all your debuffs, and maintain your Dark Effigy totems. I find it's useful to kind of refresh them before they expire so their damage uptime is consistent. For general mapping, I have been using Dark Effigy totem to clear more than Essence Drain, so just place a Dark Effigy totem and Contagion, and do that every so often as you're walking along. Just place Dark Effigy totems and keep pressing Contagion, and that is it. For some maps that have walls that are cutting off your Dark Effigy totem or obstacles, you can lead with a Essence Drain into Contagion just to clear the mobs that are like coming around a wall. What you clear with though is entirely up to you, and you can use whatever you would like really. Next up, I'm going to show you how to craft your own Chaos Wand for way cheaper than what you would pay for it on trade. First thing you want to do is go to Filter Blade, load your filter, head over to the Customize section, scroll down to Highlight Specific Basals and enable that. Put on Attuned Wand, Siphoning Wand, and Wizard Wand. Then save this and upload it to your game. Now in game, when you drop white wands, they will start looking like this, matching those base types. There's one important thing to note about these wands, is that item level 81 is required to roll +5 gems. If the item is level 80 or below, it can only roll +4. So, for item level 81 is going to be the best type. All you need is Essence of Ruin, which are 2 to 1 Exalt right now. You use them, you get either plus Chaos spells or Chaos damage. In this case, we didn't roll the highest tier, but we got Chaos spells on both. If you roll a +5 Chaos spells, then you are going to Orb of Augmentation, you get what you get, and then you're going to use the Greater Essence of Ruin, which will guarantee increased Chaos damage. From there, you just grab your Exalted Orbs, and you slam it to full, and you get what you get. You're hoping for cast speed, and you're hoping for spell damage. That would be the absolute crazy wand. If you roll increased Chaos damage, I would not recommend using a Greater Essence of Ruin on it unless it is like a 95% or above increased Chaos damage roll, because the Greater Essence of Ruin is 12 Exalts each. They are not completely cheap, but you can opt for that if you want. So that's going to be it from me. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and if you want to see follow-up videos to this build or other builds I make, subscribe now. I also have a full written leveling and endgame guides in the description below, so check those out if you'd like. I'm going to leave some raw footage at the end here, just showing a full map, so you can get an idea of what the build looks like, how it plays, and see if it's something that you would enjoy to play. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Not yet. No. Not yet. I need more time. I need more mana. No. Too soon.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Subscribe now and like the video.